Welcome back to Tarot by the Bay. I'm David. This story here states on the Hill, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth asked four-star Navy Admiral overseeing the U.S. military strikes against boats in the Caribbean to step down after the top officer voiced concerns about the murky legality of the attacks. Okay, so I read on this back on October 20th. And I'm going to try and put a link in the description. It's the first reading. The actual reading on October 20th was a reading on Admiral Holsey. Good Lord, I lost it now. It was a reading on Admiral Holsey, George Santos being pardoned, and there was one other item on it. And I just rewatched the reading, and I think it actually came out pretty well on what's happening with Halsey. Long and short of it here, according to this story, the U.S. Southern Command head, Admiral Alvin Holsey, Holsey, will retire 2 years ahead of schedule on December 12th, following months of discord between he and Pete Hegseth, according to the Wall Street Journal. Hegseth announced that retirement on October 16th. Tensions between the two men had simmered since the beginning of the year, when newly confirmed Hegseth met with Holsey via secured video conference. And Hegseth reportedly told Holsey, "You're either on the team or you're not. When you get an order, you move out fast and you don't ask questions." Oh yeah, that's exactly what you're going to go. Mr. Major in the Army Reserve is going to go tell an admiral what to do and how to do it. Oh, God. In March, Hegseth ordered Holsey to develop military options to ensure the U.S. had full access to the Panama Canal after Trump said he wanted to reclaim the strategic waterway. But the Pentagon chief felt that Holsey didn't move quick enough on the plans. Go figure, because it's ridiculous. Hegseth was also suspicious that Holsey may have leaked details about those options when media reports surfaced. That I wouldn't doubt. When in the summer, when the U.S. began striking boats off of Venezuela, Holsey was reportedly concerned about the tenuous legal authority of the campaign and objected to parts of operations that fell outside of his direct control. Since other military units under separate chains of command were also involved in the strikes. But even before Holsey's concerns, Hegseth reportedly had lost confidence in him and was already looking for a replacement. Tensions came to a head with a confrontation between the two in the Pentagon in early October. Multiple outlets reported that the two were at odds over the U.S. mission in the Caribbean. When asked about Holsey's departure, a Pentagon official disputed that there was any animosity around his leaving. Quote, "Admiral Holsey was not fired. He was asked to retire on good terms. Since that time, the team has worked in harmony. We are grateful for his service to our nation, and we wish him well in future endeavors." In my reading that I threw out there, I mentioned that Holsey felt like he was being restricted from doing his job properly, and he would. There was a real concern he would be tossed under the bus for implementing the orders that were going to be given to him, and he was basically protecting his reputation and his men with his questions of orders like that. And right now, they may have chased that admiral out, but he's going to be sitting in a way better position when the trials come. So I want to look, and more information is coming out that paints Hegseth in a terrible light. There's more rumors going around that Hegseth is going to be asked to resign. Certainly his actions would warrant, and I believe they've started the process of impeachment proceedings in the House, or they're putting together a documentation to impeach Hegseth. So let's look at the energy around Admiral Holsey's imminent departure, just like I did back on October 20th, but now we're here a month, like about 6 weeks later. And let's see how the energy's changed. Okay, come on down. This will be for entertainment purposes only. Energy around Admiral Holsey. Now that we've got more of the story 6 weeks later. Five of Swords. No compromise. No quarter given. And I think that's probably the issue that Halsey realized was happening here. They were being ordered to attack with no quarter being given to a defeated enemy. Crossed with the Six of Swords. Somebody on a boat not being given quarter. And Six of Cups in the old trust me bro aspect of it. It would be naive and foolish to think you were going to get away with bombing people on a boat. And it's, you know what? Better to let them win and you leave than foolishly accept an illegal order. In the past, the Eight of Coins. This man had worked his way up in the ranks. He had his values, his integrity. He knew what was expected to him. And most importantly, he had sworn an oath to the Constitution and he was working on doing the best job he could with that. Current situation is the King of Cups. He made the mature decision. In a world of man babies giving you orders, he made the mature decision, even at the cost of his career. And that's just it. He's going to be retiring on the 12th of December. But you know what? He's going out on his terms. His reputation is not going to be sullied. And he may very well be a star witness when it comes time to prosecute Hegseth. Lesson to be learned is the Page of Wands. There is no obligation that this man has to not tell the truth when questioned by Congress. By removing him from his commission, he has the ability to freely speak when questioned. Remember, he has no loyalty to the president. He has a loyalty to the Constitution. And I think he's going to take that opportunity should it present itself. Could you ask for anything more poetic and sweet than that? Taking the opportunity when offered. And the fact that Hegseth is getting rid of this guy to replace him with somebody else, and you're seeing all the stuff going on, you know that Halsey made the right call. You absolutely did. And if he wasn't sure if he was making the right call, he was. He was sure he was making the right call back then. He knew what they were doing was wrong. It's just the rest of us are now getting the rest of the story. And, you can back this man up. Will Admiral Holsey be asked to testify in front of Congress with regards to the actions of Pete Hegseth? You better believe he will. He'll tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God. King of Swords is the foundation of the reading. Six of Cups is underneath. He knew what a legal order was, and he knew what an illegal order was. He was nobody's fool. He has integrity. He was asked to do an illegal order, and he removed the chain from that. He was not going to do it. He was trying to understand what the orders were. And tried to figure out, I'm sure he was trying to figure out, how do you carry out the order but make it a legal order? A proper and legal order, as opposed to an improper and illegal order. And he'll expose the corruption that's going to happen here during this. Yes, I do believe that he will be asked to testify, and he will testify. Lord knows when that happens. It just seems like justice moves so freaking slowly that we may not see it in our lifetimes type of vibe. They can break the law so much more quickly than the law can prosecute them. It's wildly unfair and unjust. What are Hegseth and Trump going to do with their Halsey problem? Because he's a problem at this point. Admiral Holsey is a problem. Is there anything that they can do? Or is there anything they're planning on doing on this one? And the only thing that comes to mind is threatening to court-martial him or take away his pension or something like that. Strength card. They're going to try and leverage him to keep his mouth shut. How are they going to do that? What's King of Wands? Four of Cups. Four of Coins. They're going to try and good cop, bad cop him. It's almost like they want to offer him like a non-disclosure agreement type of thing. You know, we will let you keep your pension and all this stuff if you just don't talk. You know, they're going to try and basically they're going to try and bribe him. But they're going to try the good cop, bad cop by saying, you know, we're all friends here. I don't think he's accepting their overtures. They may try and play hardball with him, threatening his financial livelihood. No, having the FBI investigate him for fraud, that type of thing. That seems to be their go-to move, just like they've done with Swalwell and Letitia James, what they want to do with Adam Schiff. They want to say they've committed some type of financial fraud and go after him that way, or threaten his pension in some way, shape, or form. What's Halsey's defense to all this? That's their strategy. It looks like that's how they're going after him. What's Halsey's defense to this? I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing his name. I keep saying Halsey, and I think that's because I know of a World War II commander named Halsey, and it's Holsey. Admiral Holsey? Have I really been? No, that's just a typo in here. Holsey. This article on the Hill spells his name Holsey, and later on it's Hosley. It's Halsey. It's Hosley, as I recall. Okay, what's his defense to the overtures, the come into the fold type of question overtures that Trump and Hegseth are doing? Nine of Swords. The crusading, hard-charging thing of righteousness. Page of Wands. He could talk about everything that he's seen. Death card. King of Cups. Yeah, oh God. He is on the mountain of right. He's got the sword of truth, and this man is not afraid to wield that sword of truth. He's their worst nightmare. Because he holds truth, and he knows how to use power. He's not letting him in. He's not even entertaining their overtures. He will testify if asked to testify. He is a mature man that is confident in his decisions, in his his career. Yeah. No. He's good. I don't want to say he's not corruptible, but that's kind of what I'm getting with it. It's like, yeah, you're not getting in. He's not letting you in to whisper sweet nothings into his ear and tempt him with anything. He rebukes you in the name of Jesus. Type of energy here. I think he's going to be okay. And he thinks he's going to be okay. This administration is so corrupt. I cannot wait for this to be over. But we must endure more of it, apparently. Anyways, thank you very much for watching this video and supporting my channel. I appreciate it. This reading is for entertainment purposes only, but I hope you found it insightful, and I'll catch you on the next video. Take care.